my brothers and sisters. Hector Murrieta once again for Catholic Commute. Had to head back to Lowe's. There was an issue with what I got, so I'm heading back. But at first I wanted to be a little upset, but hey, that just means we get a little more opportunity to reflect on our on the Word. And so I wanted to share a reflection on today's second reading. Today's September 2nd, by the way, Sunday. I just couldn't help but think, I've often wondered how some of our other brothers and sisters from other faiths, how they talk about, it's not about works. It's not about what we do. Faith alone. And so I just wanted to point out, I often wonder, I'd like to ask one of my brothers and sisters that lives by that is, what would they say to today's reading, James 1, where he says, be doers of the word. Doers. Not just hearing the word, but doing it. What would they say to that? I don't know how much clearer it is there that we must do what we read about in Scripture. And we're so blessed in the Catholic Church to have, at Mass, we get 3 readings. We get an Old Testament reading. We get a New Testament reading, and they're all connected. So it's absolutely beautiful. We're so blessed. So what's the connection today with doing the Word? Well, in Mark 7, we see this is the gospel where Jesus, he criticizes, if you will, the Pharisees and scribes about their, the way they apply the different laws and rules. And there he's pretty clear towards the end of that gospel where he tells them and, reminds all of us that, it's not what goes into our bodies that makes us unclean. It's what comes out, because that's the gospel where he rebukes the Pharisees and scribes for because they ask Jesus, hey, why don't your followers, why don't your disciples wash their hands before eating? And that's where Jesus comes back and teaches them about, we need rules and laws, but to the way the scribes and the Pharisees follow them, it's not so much to glorify God, but it's to glorify them. But anyways, that's when he says it's not what's outside of our bodies or what goes in that can make us unclean. It's what comes out of our bodies. And he gives them examples towards the end. He talks about the different things that we do. There is that do. There's that connection to James. So Jesus is very clear in that we shouldn't worry about cleaning ourselves from the outside. I mean, that's important, but he says it's not what really makes us unclean in the eyes of God. It's what comes out of us. So there's that connection once again. We could be surrounded, and we can, I'm sure of people, or many people, or you heard of stories of people that grew up, for example, in very horrendous environments, just to keep true to or to keep that thread of cleanliness in very unclean environments. And these people come out very clean. Why? Because like Jesus says, it's not what's on the outside that can make us unclean and impure. It's what we do, what comes out of us. So, yes, we need to do the word, and that's one way of glorifying God. Yes, we need to have faith, but we also need to do what we read. And we need to do it in such a way that glorifies God, not glorifies us. So God bless you, everybody. Let's go out and do the gospel. God bless you.